Men are pretending to be poor to repel women. I've talked about this before that a lot of the millionaires, you'll never know that they're millionaires because they are living well and far below their means. These are men who drive old luxury cars. Some of them don't even have a car. And they are living good. And you don't have to be a millionaire to live good. So many guys right now, maybe they have $50,000 in the bank. They don't have any credit card debt. They're not married. They have no kids. They don't date. They avoid relationships in Western society entirely. How much do they make? Some of these guys make $45,000 a year. But guess what? They live good. Others don't even work at all or not conventional work. They do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, dog walking, side hustle work, day trading. You can make a lot of money doing day trading. It's an amazing skill, by the way. Learning how to trade currencies, especially cryptocurrencies, you can make enough money to survive just doing day trading. It's an amazing skill to have. A lot of men make money from their investments. So, you know, they get payouts from their investments. They live off the interest of their of the money that they have in the bank. Some guys might have $500,000 in the bank, earning 5% on that. That's $25,000 a year. And they're able to live off that money because they live far below their means. They're not spending money, they're not wasting money. Then you have brothers like LaJuan that take it to the next level. I featured him and we're going to be jumping into his video. And this is a man in Japan who drinks tap water, refuses to own a car, walks everywhere to get food, dresses poor deliberately because he's not spending money on things that he does not need. And he's doing it also to repel those people that would try to take advantage of you because they think that you have money. A lot of the wealthy people do this. I've said this before. When you go to places like when you go to a parking lot and you want to find the people with money, don't look for the nice cars. Look for the busted cars. Look for the cars that are just they're not so busted that they're disgusting. Look for the old luxury cars. Look for the nice cars from the 90s. Okay? Those are the cars. Those are the dudes with the bread. Don't look at the guys walking around with gold chains and clocks around their necks trying to look like Flavor Flav. Okay? Look for the guys that are walking around in flannel and they dress well. They dress just above homeless, but not so well that they would draw attention to themselves. These are the men with the money. Those are the and again, I know the wealthy dudes again pissed off with me. I know y'all again pissed off with me because you're like angry. This is not funny anymore. You're trying to make us targets. All right. If we go out, we start to get robbed. It's gonna be because of you, and you're gonna have that on your conscience because now men are gonna know how to recognize us. But the thing is that these men are basically ghosting, right? They're basically ghosting in public because they're out there walking around with their bag and no one knows it. No one knows that these are the dudes with the bread. These are the dudes with the bread. And they are very conscious of the amount of money that they spend. It's not a game. These men are not going to spend money on women. They will not do it. They barely they invest in themselves. They invest in their skills. They invest in their tools. Well, they're not going to buy things that they don't need. If these men are drinking tap water like LaJuan, you think he's going to take a woman out on a $200, $300 date? She couldn't get she could not get a 50 out of him. Let's jump into the video, and I'll have him linked in the description so you can go and check out his channel, give him a subscribe and support this very cheap. Support this man. He's a cheap. This man is cheap. This man is cheap.
I think the biggest thing that holds people back from becoming wealthy is wanting to look wealthy prematurely. Most people confuse being wealthy with looking wealthy, and then try to live like a rich person before actually having the means to do so, which then stops their financial growth and in many cases negatively affects their ability to build wealth. And I'm learning from wealthy people whilst on my own journey toward financial abundance. And I see they make some decisions completely differently to poor people. And one of those decisions is to look like they're poor. And in this video, I'll tell you why I completely agree that it's important to look poor while building wealth. You free up your biggest wealth building tool, money. Looking like you're rich is actually really expensive. I was surprised to find out just how many people live in luxurious homes and drive really nice cars, but are drowning financially. This is so common that there's actually a phrase for it called being house poor to describe people that live like this. It's when someone's home is costing them so much more than they can afford that it becomes a liability rather than an asset. I actually even know about a guy that was car poor. He spent 60% of his take-home income every month on car payments, and then a few short months after getting the car, got into an accident and couldn't drive it anymore, but still had the payments to make. Ouch! These people will almost never build wealth because they've taken on huge amounts of debt in order to create this image, and then use a significant portion of their income to pay off these debts and pay to service these expensive items to keep up the image. And that's the problem. It actually stops them from being able to create enough of a gap between the income and the expenses for them to really generate wealth. Rather than spending all of that money on debt payments and on maintaining this expensive vehicle or home, you can free up a lot of cash in your budget living modestly. That can then be used to actually begin building wealth by investing into funds and stocks, business ideas, self-learning, or even building an emergency fund so that when an accident does happen, it doesn't leave you riddled with fear about having to go further into debt. You escape the financial hamster wheel. Another benefit of looking like you're poor is that it allows you to escape the financial hamster wheel. The financial hamster wheel is the process of constantly upgrading our lifestyle with every new achievement. When we get a promotion, we get the urge to upgrade our car. We start feeling for a bigger apartment suddenly, change the places we eat out at, and the types of products we buy at the grocery. This is devious because it has two things that happens that we're not really paying attention to when we upgrade our lifestyle. The first is that our unplanned costs go up together with the lifestyle inflation. For example, a new car will always have new car insurance prices, and it's more expensive to fix if something happens. But what's more important than that is the opportunity cost of living like we're rich now. If you've read any of the books of extremely wealthy people or heard stories about everyday millionaires, they almost exclusively made massive progress financially before even thinking about upgrading their homes and vehicles. And when they do, it's usually for utility or because the cost of the item is so small compared to their net worth that it's like buying something cheap anyway. Looking like you're poor and escaping the financial hamster wheel now allows you to free up all of that extra money you would have spent with every promotion in upgrading your lifestyle, as well as all of the unplanned costs that go along with that, to now add that to the fuel of building your own wealth, which now could allow you to feel financially abundant.
Now, guys, think about this. It's not about looking rich, it's about being rich. And when you're out there spending your money on people who don't even care about you, they are making you poor. How many women have made us poor? Guys, this is the crazy thing. And I'm not saying it's all women, because if you have a good woman in the past could help a man to build. But modern women, they don't do that. They view men as ATMs. They wait for the man. They wait for the winner at the finish line. The woman goes, "Oh, you didn't finish last. All right. In the end, you're the one who won in the end." No, bro. You get her on her decline. All right. Chad, Tyrone, Ray, Puke, Enrique, Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. Okay. They love this man. Look at him, Little Pancho, Little Panchito. Look at him. He's laying in. This is the man that's laying in your bed, drinking his tequila. Okay. And look at him, his fat little belly, relaxing, so happy. Look at him. He's so cute, isn't he? Panchito. He's adorable. He's so adorable. I love him so much. You know you love him. You know you love Pancho. You know you love Pancho. You know you love him. Okay? He's there laying in your bed with your pillow between his legs. And sometimes a little fart slips out. And sometimes a little pee pee slips out. But it's okay because you are familia. Okay? Mi casa, su casa. My house, your house, right? We're all friends. Okay? You get listen, he gets your girl when you're away at work. Okay? And you get her when you're at home. So it's not your girl, it's our girl. It's our we share. Just like you share her, you know, you also share your bed. You also share your food. Because he's in your house, he's in your bed, he's eating your food, he's with your woman. He's with your woman who's giving him gentle kisses. All right? Gentle kisses. It's warm and slow BJ. Because she wants him to enjoy it and she wants to enjoy it herself because they love little Pancho. They love little Pancho. That's how it is. A lot of men destroy themselves and waste their lives believing that they're with someone who actually loves them. She will never love you. She will only love what you can do for her. She can love some of the things that you have, but she will never love you. These are the men that she loves. These are the men that she desires. These are the men that she wants. These are the men that she will eventually have children with. In the United States, a minimum of 40% of all children born to women in the United States are born into paternity fraud because you think that the baby is yours, and reality, it's little Pancho's. It's little Pancho's. Okay, little Pancho. He's this little Pancho has so many kids, and he will never meet most of them. But that is okay because that's what you are there for. You are there to be a step in dad and a step up dad, and to step up where little Pancho left off because you are familia. You are familia. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this content, consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel where I release daily videos. And if you want even more of this content, and you can, I release daily videos there. There's a link to a description in the video. So if you want even more of this content, head over to Men Walking Away. Check out the content, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the content. And also you can find a link to Lajuan's channel in the description of the video. So you can check him out, learn more from him. He's actually doing some really great stuff on the channel, giving you some financial tips and advice that you can use to learn how to become more frugal, manage your money, and even and invest in yourself. So he's like I'm being facetious, but he's a very good young man. He's definitely going places. I'm suspicious that he might be older than he really looks. He looks like a young guy, but these these millennials, they're doing some funny things with aging these days. The Gen Zers look far older than they should, and the millennials look far younger than they should. But that's just a benefit of how you carry yourself, how you take care of yourself, the kinds of foods that you eat, investing in yourself as a person. Life is always going to have ups and downs, and it's being able to be resilient and adjust and go with the flow of things and go with the grain. But let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.